my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 1 of this newest unboxing. I'm not sure what this unboxing is called. I always do this. I always kind of try to make up some name for each series. This one is just Unnamed. The Unnamed series, I don't know. Please comment below what I should call the series, and then I'll use that somehow in the future videos. But I have some pretty cool things. This is part 1. I figured it out. It's going to be 14 parts, so huge amount of stuff to show. And each video is going to have a lot of stuff in it. There's this weird mystery box. And this other weird one. I have no idea what this is. And in this, there's also a bunch more. Even a Comic Tom mystery call. So we're going to do the Comic Tom first. I always like to get the Comic Toms out of the way. And then there's actually a collection in here that's actually really cool. It's one that's a bit of interesting. I don't know how to describe it. So it's an interesting collection that's in here as well. So this is the Comic Tom mystery mail call I'm going to show first, and we got Wolverine print. And then we got, what else do we got in here? We got some free comic. This is, they always put in some free comics. This is the Spider-Man, I'm not even sure what this is, just Spider-Man 20? Spider-Man 20. This was the new series back in the 90s that they created. They created so many Spider-Man titles at that time. And we have one more free one, and it's this one. What is it called? Trans-Metropolitan Spider Jerusalem Wants You. Interesting. Okay. And that's from Vertigo. And then there's some, actually these ones I really like. This one I like. This is Deadpool Black, White, and Blood, #1. And this one is a cover by Alan Gua, or Gua. Probably, yeah, it's probably, but it's Q-U-A-H. So Gua. And we got, it's a 1 in 3,000 limited Deadpool variant. But it's pretty cool. You got all the different Deadpools. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, very nice. Okay, and we got Ghost Rider, the Final Vengeance #1 variant cover. Let's see if I can make it not so reflecty. And this one is, again, the 1 in 3,000 variant. I guess this is a Bry's Comics exclusive. So they had done some weird partnership with Bry. So Comic Tom and Bry did this together. And so, yeah, just kind of a nice little exclusive. And so that's the Comic Tom mystery. So, yeah, we'll get that out of the way first, at least. And then we get into what's inside this box. I have no idea. I want to open this one first just because I'm curious what it is. I have no idea what it is. Actually, whenever things come into my Stackry, I get a notification. And this one came in, I had no idea what it was. I have no idea what this is. Hopefully it's nothing dangerous. like I have no idea who the person is that sent it to me, what it is. Very little information going on here. So hopefully it's something good. Let's see what it is. It's really awkward to get out, I can tell you that much. It's been really taped well. So it's just really, really well taped. Okay. It's really in here tightly. Trying to do this. You gotta unbox things without actually ruining the book in the process. It's sometimes a challenge. Okay, so I got the box off. And now we're getting into the actual little comic, whatever it is, some kind of comic. Because they didn't board it, so I don't know. I have to be really careful opening it because there's no board. The board was on the outside. So if I cut into this, I'm going to probably cut the comic. So I gotta be really careful to open it without ruining the comic. Oh. Okay, I know what this is now. Interesting. How do I... Okay. They didn't bag and board it, so it makes it very challenging. I don't know why people send me comics this way. This is like the worst shipping job. Okay. Especially Golden Age comics. Please bag and board them. It is, and it's really a brittle comic too. It's very old, very brittle, and they sent it very poorly. Okay. So this is an interesting one. This is Love and Marriage #1, and it is, you can see it's in low grade. I didn't pay much for it, but that's probably why they shipped it so poorly. But I have to now bag and board this. But it is it was kind of a nice little cover. This is from Superior Comics, and this would be from the, I believe, late 40s. So just a pretty cool comic. And since it's open, I'll actually open it up, see when it's from. It's 1952, March 1952. Love and Marriage, March 1952, published by Superior Comics, Toronto, Ontario. And you can see the artwork inside is quite nice. Very brittle book. Just in really, you never know when you're buying these things online what they're going to look like. I'll show you some of the artwork. But these were just like romance comics with some really good girl art inside. You know, get this kind of little, some pretty nice artwork inside actually. So I'll bag and board this after I record here. But yeah, that's an interesting one. And then another Golden Age book. I'm starting out with the Golden Age. I'll actually have to sort it. Okay, so this next one is another really cool Golden Age book. And I bought it because of the cover, obviously. It kind of has this Marilyn Monroe kind of feel to it. It's glamorous romances. And I know this isn't Marilyn Monroe, but it kind of has this, I don't know, something about her kind of reminds me of Marilyn Monroe. I think it's the blonde hair, the kind of pin-up look to her. But it's the Bridegroom's Other Love, The Night I Dared, and Other Exciting True Love Stories, or other love stories. So yeah, I just thought it was a really nice painted cover. So this is a Glamour Romances number 49. And it wasn't expensive. I just thought it was a really nice cover. When I say not expensive, I mean like under, like I think it was like $30 kind of level. So for a Golden Age book, it's not too bad. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a collection of books, and it's a collection that is a little interesting, a little bit risque, but nothing in this. The interiors are more risque. So this was Bill Black created a series of comics where he basically brought back a lot of the Golden Age characters that I like, and he made them very sexy. And you'll see that right off the bat. Like it's going to be pretty obvious. So this is Fantastique. So I basically bought from Bill Black. Actually, I didn't realize it was actually from him, because I noticed it when I saw the packaging. It says Bill Black. So these came right from the guy that created them. So this is Fantastique. I just basically bought it as a collection. All of his books. So Fantastique #1. And you can see what I'm saying. They're a bit sexy. And this is like Phantom Lady. This is number 2. And he made them much sexier than the original characters were. And then we got number 3. And what does it say? Downright dangerous double D dare dolls. You know, he really upped the sexuality of these girls. All girl squadron, Blue a Bulleteer, and the girl from LSD. So yeah. And then we got number 4. So it's the complete collection of the series. And then another series, which I didn't have these issues, is a series called Bizarre Thrills. And these were with Phantom Lady. Again, he made them very sexy. So this is Bizarre Thrills. It looks like almost like digital art on the back. This is not from that time period. This is way before digital art. But interesting. Number 2. So that's number 2. And number 3, I believe. Some more Phantom Lady. And then they show all the different magazines on the back. And then last one is number 4. Bondage cover with Phantom Lady. And nice sexy pinup on the back. So that was like a little Bill Black collection that I picked up. Excuse me. And then, so that's that collection. It was just like a little collection, like a few books. It's quite pricey. They're actually pretty expensive. If you look them up on eBay, really expensive. Each book goes for like anywhere from $40 to $50 for each book. The whole collection was $200. So it was like 7 books for $200. I thought it was a good deal. It's worked out to being about $30 a book. So normally they go for about $50. So that's why I was like, okay, I guess I'll pay, for the set. Okay, this next one. Oh, it's a really fun one. Okay, that's interesting. So recently, some Disney books got banned, and because of political correctness. And they were the Dan Rosa series of Uncle Scrooge. And one of the covers that got banned was one that featured it looked like sort of this African slave character. That's like, I think Bomba the Zomba or something like that. It's like some zombie like African slave character. That's what it looks like. I'm just saying what it looks like. And that character made its first appearance in this book, which is Walt Disney Donald Duck, number 238. And this is the first appearance of that character. I can actually open it up and show you. I don't remember the name exactly, so I'm going to look it up. Okay. Remove the tape. I don't want any tape pulls. Okay. Yeah. One sec here. It's Bumby the Zombie. Sorry. So Bumby. That character down there. So this is where he makes his first appearance. Let's see if I can find his actual first appearance in the story. Yeah, right here. You see him. That little guy, that guy right there. And they thought it was just not politically correct to have that character. So Bumby the Zombie. Yeah, you can see him there. Yeah. And this is actually kind of a cool issue. This one's from 1949. So Donald Duck, Walt Disney's Donald Duck 1949. And it's the Voodoo Hoodoo. Sorry. It's a very cool book. I always like getting those first appearances, and that's actually a kind of a key book for Walt Disney. Next one is some good girl art from the Golden Age. This is Sugar Bowl, and this is Sugar Bowl. I forget what issue number it is. I think it's number 4 or 5. This was created by Famous Funnies, and it was its own little mini series. I think I have all the issues but 2. So this is Sugar Bowl Comics. And it's just sort of like this girl with this white in her hair. I think somebody colored on her face a little bit. Yeah, it's like her stories. It's like sort of a humor magazine comic. And it's Jerry Fasano is the artist that did her covers. Some of them are really great. This is not one of the better ones, I would say, but it's not a bad cover. So this is Sugar Bowl. Okay, so those are the comics, but I actually have something kind of cool. This is a spec in a way. If you're looking for cool specs that are a little bit under the radar, this is actually that. So right now there's a bit of a craze going on for Dave Stevens related things. Okay, hopefully, I don't know why they did this. Oh my goodness, what are they doing? They put tape on the poster. Okay, one second. This is a poster. Oh my goodness. Of course it's gonna rip. Oh shoot. Dumb. They put, look at this. Look how much paper it took off. Annoying. Why do people do stupid things like, oh, okay. It was on the outside paper. Okay. I thought it was on the poster. It's like, why would you do that? Okay. So that was not on the poster. Thank goodness. I was worried. I thought, oh my goodness, they ruined my poster. So recently there was a documentary about Dave Stevens. And because of that documentary called Drawn to Perfection, there's been a real hype around Dave Stevens and Dave Stevens art. And one of the things that they actually mentioned in the documentary was this poster that Dave Stevens did to Betty Page. And I thought, wow, that's a pretty cool poster. I wonder if I can find it. And so I looked it up. They had it on my comic shop, ding, for like $80. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can find it cheaper on eBay. And I managed to find it cheaper on eBay for like $40. And this is it. It's Betty Page, Bath Time. And I think that's what you have to look. So you look up Betty Page Bath Time print. And it's just this very sexy. She's wearing one stocking. Very interesting way that they did it. And just you can show why he is such a perfectionist, Dave Stevens. Just a beautiful print. So yeah, so this is Betty Page Bath Time. So from 1983. And it was a print that he did, and I think he would sell at them at the cons and stuff, and just a very cool print. And this is in mint condition. So I was a little bit nervous when I saw the tape on it. I was like, oh no. But it was actually on some outer paper that they put on it so that to protect it. So that's good. But very beautiful print. And that's it. So that's a bit of a spec. I would actually recommend, if you can find it, pick it up, because it's very cool print by Dave Stevens. And it's, yeah, I really do enjoy his artwork. So if you can get his artwork for a good price, why not, right? So yeah, that's this first part of the unboxing. There's going to be some really great stuff in the future parts. I hope you enjoyed at least this part. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel and check out the other videos in the series. Bye for now.